morning.
We are here at Tire Technology Expo. It's day 3.
Yep.
And it looks like you're having a blast on the circular rubber platform. How are you?
Very good. Thank you. Yeah, no, we really have a blast. We're here with 4 colleagues of ours, and we have not kept our mouth shut any time during these 3 days. So really busy. Yeah.
Fantastic. And you know, when we met the first time, I think the first time at Zeppelin.
Yeah, correct. Zeppelin, the Azure Network partner meeting. Correct.
And you had how many members back then?
That's a good question. I think 2021, and Azure was actually signing up at that moment, so we were invited there, and I think you as well, right?
Yep. And now, look.
Yeah.
Well, how many members is that?
So basically from today it's 123. So we even had 2 signups today already, so really exciting day. And it's growing quite fast, and it actually underlines how the importance is for circular economy, because it's complex and we need a lot of people for that.
Wow, congrats. You're doing great work. Also, you know, what I like is you're doing really practical work. Might not be the super big ecosystem projects, but you sent me a belt made from a bicycle tire. I love it. I don't have it on today, but I love it because this is recycling you can use, you can touch.
Correct. It's actually because Jan and I are really project engineers, so we like to have tangible stuff. It's really hard for us not to do things ourselves. So even though we organize webinars for the biggest companies, we still like to do some small practical projects as well. Yeah.
Excellent. Congratulations. So what is next? Where is Circular Rubber Platform heading? What are objectives you have not yet accomplished?
Great question. So expanding the network is not the goal in itself. We want to make rubber circularity the norm, and we take that very seriously. And we undertake actually any action that helps in that direction. And I think what was really cool this morning already, we were talking about RFID and how it can help digital product passports to follow the rubber trail and traceability, which can increase the quality of rubber recycling. So we had a very nice discussion with the Surpass 2 project to be involved in that. And before that, we were talking about AI in rubber compounding.
Oh, wow.
Because I really think that the development of circular materials, it takes a long time. It takes a lot of expertise, and expertise is going out of the market due to many situations.
So you need to cut corners and make things easier, right?
Correct. And adding circular materials is difficult. So what if we can create a superpower, which is called AI in this case? We need to be careful with it. Of course, we need to put a lot of trustworthy data into it. But as soon as we have that, I think we have a very powerful tool, and we're collaborating on that.
So you will have a circular rubber Claude?
That's a great name, actually. Yeah. No, we're probably partnering, and I'm looking forward to release more about that soon.
Excellent. Thank you, Enrico. Have a good finish to the fair. And what is the next fair where we'll meet each other again?
Great question. Where are you going?
I tend to go to the RCB conference.
Well, for sure then in Amsterdam. Looking forward to see you there. But we have next week we're in Amsterdam, in Spain. Sorry, for the plastics and rubber. The week after is ETRA, or the week after that. So ETRA in Brussels. I'm really trying to squeeze it into my agenda, but I'm looking forward to be there as well. Will you be there?
Yes. I won't. This year will be the first year in 10 years. I'm not going to Brussels, but next year I'm coming again.
What a pity. Well, I'll still be coming for the people that are watching, but looking forward to see you at the RCB, of course. And Tire Cologne, maybe.
Maybe Tire Cologne.
Maybe you should. You should.
Thank you, Enrico.
Thank you so much.